What? Hot? I'm hot. I'm hot. All right. So, does somebody want to open this up while I share around? Do you want to open it up?
Open it up.
Do you want to just start rapping, talking?
Uh,
It's okay. I didn't mean
I'm
to
not
put you
sure
on
what
the
to
phone.
say.
Oh, wait, I should do it. I'm sorry. Hang on. Okay, so here we are. We're in Riverside County, right?
Are we live?
Yes. I'm sorry. It's okay, man. We're opening
Again,
up.
this is like raw.
That's
This
right.
is raw, huh?
That's right. It's raw. Let me get the sound down right. Okay. Okay. So we're just improvising here. We're in Riverside County, California. Let's see if we got anybody in the house yet. Yeah, you won't need those right now. Let's see. Okay, we got Romeo Barron here and Elfi Schantz, and I will explain all that in just a second. Morgan Lee will be here in a second. Okay, so we got 28 people in the house. All right, cool. Let me just share this out a little bit so we can expand the awareness of it real quick. So we just a typical Ascension style, Soulogy style, Romeo style, Elfi style, Todd style. We just impromptu, spontaneous get together, and we thought we would bring everybody in and talk about it a little bit. Let me see if they're still blocking me. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. So we've got 28 people in the house. These shows resonate. Please share. We're just trying to put our best efforts out there. So here's the deal. All right. Hello, everybody. So here's the deal. So Morgan and I came in, we were offered a place to stay until our car came in Riverside County by a couple of beautiful ladies that have been supporting us for about a year, who are in the same boat that we're all in. If you look at the 3D side, none of us have any resources. And somehow or another, the magic just keeps working. So we came over here, and it's just like I don't know what you would call it. It's like a realm within itself, full of portals. We've had a magnificent 5 days. So I knew Romeo was out this way, and I hit him up on Friday, and I didn't answer him back, just typical Todd style. You know, I didn't get to it until today, and I said, I hope we can see you. I know it's late. And the next thing you know, he was over here. So there's a couple of cool things happening. One is Romeo and I have done 3 or 4 shows together. I love his music. We're both into music, and use his music in the radio show. And so it's like a really cool pleasure for Morgan and I to get to meet Romeo and chill. And then the other side of the story is Elfi is one of these folks that I've been talking about for years, and that's these particularly divine feminine, but we're all souls, so it doesn't really have to do anything with gender at all, who have been in the background doing this work for 20, 25, 30, 40 years, and without recognition, working with a lot of people one-on-one, and, you know, just doing the work, communicating with the higher ups, opening portals, closing portals, activating people, and without even her face being on Facebook. So we changed that today. So we're just going to have a little rap session and see what comes of it. And you know, welcome everybody. I'm going to work this a little bit and see if I can get some more people in the house. But if these shows resonate, please share. This is a special broadcast. So welcome Romeo, my brother, Sacred Romeo. Everybody knows him, the spiritually conscious rapper who's doing light language to rap, which is totally cool. And
Harmonics
Elfi,
activator.
the what?
Harmonics activator.
Harmonics activator. And then Elfi Schantz is here, who's put us up with her beautiful partner, Rita, and her very funny friend, Badagita. My stomach's getting bigger every day that I'm here, so I'm looking forward to losing a couple of pounds. I'm kidding. But anyway, so I don't know where to start. We'll start with Elfi. Elfi's been doing this work for years and years and years. And, you know, we just make it up as we go. So I don't know if there's any, is there anything you would like to talk about? No, that you,
No, really.
no. So, well, we can talk about, I don't know. I mean, is there anything, I don't know if I can ask you about certain things. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if there's certain things I shouldn't ask you about, like some of the work you do and stuff like that. But
I do my energy work, my light work, like other ones too.
yeah.
So, and I have my informations, what I have to do, and I follow them. So that it's what I do. I work with people's, and I bring people's back home to his heart, that they can feel the love. And I help them that they can settle. So, and the energy, the light, and this way you can see always this will be bigger and bigger, and this is nice together. So this is a part of them what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so just out of curiosity, so the whole place here is like full of fairies and divine essences, portals, all kinds of different energies. We've been here 5 nights, I think, and we've had massive shifts from the very first night, both in having a roundtable discussion in the backyard, but also when Morgan and I go to bed and we put our hands together. We've had incredible shifts, incredible dimensional experiences. Is that an everyday occurrence for you?
Well, we have this all the time. So our day start with them and end with them. So yeah, we live alone. So we have no social connections. And this is sometimes the best way to grow up and to see yourself. And you can see what you have to do by yourself. And when you go in the outside, the people's around you show you how far you are.
Yeah.
So, and this is what we do with us. A part of them. I always have to say a part of them because I do a lot. So, and but I think this is the important things to bring the energy workers, the light workers together, that they can together grow. There's more power, and this what the world right now needs: a lot of light, a lot of power, and bring all together. So,
Right on. And Romeo, I drank too much coffee. Romeo and I were just talking, and we were talking about what guidance he's been getting and what the visions are of what he sees himself doing. And we were just talking about how last night we basically had a session which had been going on for 2-3 nights, which had to do with stepping up. You know, that there's more stepping up for all of us because something's going on. You know, something's going on. Romeo talked about September, October. I don't know if you want to expound on that a little bit with what your feelings are, what's coming.
From around what I've been getting is that we are entering a rebirth cycle, where a lot of doors, portals are opening up to really anchor in the true reality. September is like the month where we fully step into this new reality, where we basically take it up another notch. And what I'm seeing is that this is like a 9-month completion cycle. It started from December all the way through September. So each month we complete a cycle, and once when we reach, now we're at September, so that completes a 9-month cycle, and we enter into this new phasing, like a new phase, next level, um, activations, and everything. So a lot of us are really going to come into this just new awareness, a new just realizations, and we're going to start making new connections and more, just moving into more of that unity consciousness, especially around the equinox, all the way through, from the equinox all the way through the end of October. Um, we're just going to gain more clarity uh, within this whole unity consciousness, consciousness freedom movement that we're pushing um, through the collective field. And it's just going to start making a lot more sense, especially when we enter November. Uh, so that's what I'm seeing. We're just moving into higher timelines every single month, and especially from September all the way through December, we are really uh, just taking it. And it's and it's all for the 2020, to anchor in the 2020s energies, the intergalactic plasmic waves, the highest source energy. It's the energies that are pushing, that are creating uh, our it's just the emergence that is coming together. The emergence of the collective Christ consciousness is really coming together for 2020.
Right on. So, and I think there's part of that looks to be that we're going to be coming together in groups, in events, in communities, and that type of thing. You had your experience. What year did you say it was? 8 years ago, right? Your wake up experience.
Yeah.
So mine was about 8 years ago. Yours was many, 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 many years ago. How does it feel to see this stuff happening? How does it feel? The human part of you, the human is the hero. How does it feel as a human hybrid soul to see this stuff happening, actually happening, literally in your life and around the world? How does that feel to you?
Oh, well, I'm always, I push me always. So when I see the work, what I do, and I hear what other ones do, this is so grateful. And I think more, more, more. And wait, as the people come and more. We need more light. We need more energy to change the world. And this is everything what the people want, to change the world. But they have also to understand, when they want that, they have to change first herself. And when I change myself, my thinking, what I do, then I can grow up. My energy grows up level by level. So, and this is the power what we have to do. And sometimes when I go maybe shopping, grocery, and I look to the people and I say, oh, I have the feeling to shake them and say, wake up, please wake up. So come in your energy. We need that so much. But I know also everything needs this time. And so, yeah, then you go more slowly and you do still your work. So, but when I see from my beginning on until now, it is phenomenal. Yeah. What's going on. So especially now in the next 2-3 months. And this universe, this helps us. This helps us to get open, to bring us together, that we can all show each other our light, and we can work together with our energy. It is not from interesting issue level 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this what you have here in your heart, and this is the power, and this is this what comes now. The people's comes more and more, and you can feel. I see all over the lights, and sometimes, yeah, the people's like me, I need a push to go through, but yeah, you know, I sit here and I did it, and it's fine. So, and I really wish that the people can come together and can give each other their hands and hold each other. And this was our Mother Earth wants. This is the reason why we have so a lot of things around. And well, that's good. So
yeah. And so one of the things that's been happening has been we're getting people's lives are being upheaved. There's you know, we're being pulled away from our homes, pulled away from jobs, removed from jobs, removed from family, removed from a lot of things. And you just experienced that, right? You experienced that in April. I know you posted about it. You had some numerical synchronicities that went with it.
Pulled out of the 3D matrix.
Yeah. How does that feel? How does it feel? Because, you know, we get all this multidimensional stuff, and we all get it. It's just, we all have different pieces of it, but sometimes this is hell on the human, you know? I mean, we've all acted out, and we've all like gone up and down, you know, like cosmic bipolar or something, you know, but I mean, how's it, how do you cope with that? How do you cope with it? I mean, everybody's got their own coping mechanisms, but nobody is, you know, able to yet that I know of. Nobody's been able to deal with that stuff. And a lot of it's going on for a lot of people. They're being, they're having upheaval in their life. And I don't know, where are you at with that? And how do you deal with it?
Well, number one thing is just meditation, and really, really just filling myself with love, because love is what heals everything and all imbalances. And the more you demonstrate the love, and, you know, with your every action, words, and deeds, it's just, you know, you start to move in, you know, to open up, you know, the positivity in your life, because, you know, you get, like, for me, I was uh, in April, I totally lost everything. I lost a 3D job, and I ended up losing everything. And I ended up I was pretty much almost homeless. And so it was a really stressful time. But like I said, the only thing that kept me going is um, just practicing that self-love and self-care, and really, you know, staying positive, for myself, and for humanity, my family and everything, my friends. So, and what I've been doing, just staying focused, just stay focused, and really, um, you know, it's all about love and balance, and that's what my main focus has been. And what's helped me a lot too is the, you know, affirmations and affirmations, and also, breathing exercises. I do a lot of breathing exercises that helps me get through whatever interferences that come my way, because we all have, you know, we all experience them. Um, there's some interferences that we we sometimes come across. And breathing exercises really, helps you just really, open up to that source energy, love, pureness. So that's what's been helping me to cope with my transition out of the the 3D matrix, and yeah, slowly been moving into this new reality, the new reality of 5D consciousness and above, and uh, been just really focusing on healing myself, because we're all here, here to heal, um, and the more I heal, the more then I can open up and share my vibration in the collective field, and to help raise the frequency. And so that's been my main focus. It's just been on that, just focusing on my path, healing path, and pretty soon I'll move into doing, working with uh, people, doing sessions and everything. But for now, I've just been doing work, focusing on healing more myself, and so that way I can be more of a service to people. And when um, the time does come for me to start, uh, providing service individually, and within group sessions and everything like that. So, but it's getting pretty close. I'm getting pretty close. I think by November I should be ready for 2020, and start, you know, really pushing the consciousness freedom movement. I like to call that the consciousness freedom movement. That's where we're at right now. We are pushing. We are anchoring. We are stabilizing the energies for the consciousness freedom movement to really take off for 2020 and above and beyond.
Right on. And so I just want to point out again that Elfi has never been on before. And so I just want to say thank you for her having the courage to come on. Hope we didn't pressure her too much. But so I know you've been connected since you were 6 years old. And, and by the way, oh, I forgot to put the Zoom link on. I'll get the, we're in the Zoom room. Let me put that up real quick. People are getting knocked off again. Let's see. Hang on. Here. I'll do it while you're talking. So I know you've been connected since you were 6 years old. Did you have any idea that there was going to be a worldwide expansion and awakening and a transition to higher dimensions when you were when you were, in your teens and going through life? Did you have any idea that this was going to happen?
Never, ever. Never, ever, no. I know, I have to do something. The universe taught me long 40 years, 50 years now. So I always connected and listen what I have to do. And so then I do this. Yeah, I follow my instructions.
And I think one of the things that you bring to the table is that because we're basically from the same generation, right? And a lot of people struggle from, let's say, from organized religion, especially in the West. A lot of people struggle with the fact that someone like you can have such a direct connection to Yeshua, okay, to other what could be described as religious icons, be it Buddha, Kuan Yin, Yeshua, Magdalene, and such. A lot of people that are on the outside looking in at this conscious movement, is that what you called it?
Consciousness freedom movement.
Consciousness freedom movement. A lot of people on the outside might look at that and think it's blasphemous, think it's super, just too fantastical, that you could actually have that type of relationship, or I could have that type of relationship with those type of essences or consciousnesses. Is there anything you could say on in regard to that, for those people who might be coming from the outside looking in to this consciousness freedom movement, and where you can maybe bridge the gap for them? Because I know, because I eat with you for 5 days, and you say prayer over your meal, just like many fundamental organized Western religious adherents, and in the name of Yeshua. But could you explain anything further on that for people that are not familiar with your world and are more familiar with the basic religious institutions and doctrines in the world?
I don't have a religion. So I grew up, I was Catholic, and I go from the church long time ago. And so, because from my childhood on, I have the connection to the universe, to a lot of Arcturians, Syrians, all over. So, and I talk with them. So I know nothing others. This is mine. So, and well, I heard them, we talk, I see them, we go, we do together. And well, I know not a other world. And when people say something from the religion, I really stay down here because I have no connection to no one, So for me, it's always hard to go outside and to talk to normal people. So yeah.
But your world, since you're 6 years old, or earlier even, your world, which has included other dimensions, includes many faces of the universe, to include Arcturians and Syrians, galactic star family, as well as what I would term as traditional or stereotypical religious icons like Jesus and Magdalene and Kuan Yin and Buddha and so on. You live in a world, or you've experienced a world, a multidimensional world, since you were a child, that includes all of that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, my first connection was to Archangel Michael. He taught me me a long time. And then I was maybe 10, and then come the masters. And so after them, after them, I cannot say really after them. So because sometimes we sit together all on the table and we look what's going on with the world and what comes next. So from other galaxies, they comes too. We have a big conference, and we give the codes. And so then my works begin here to work with all together. But I know I don't need direct the contact. I know before the persons. So yeah, I don't know what shall I say. It's my world,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what happens is we relate our experiences, and let me say, and that actually opens up codes, or like you were saying earlier, Romeo was saying earlier, when I was asking him about his own journey off camera, he was talking about he's remembering, and a lot of people talk about remembering. So and then the other thing is too, in his communion or communication with the universe, and there is no, there's many ways that this happens in the on the superficial or in the literal or whatever you want to call it. His is more of a communion with one voice, and I've met people that do both. So I think that's important too. There's not like one specific way, like the religions had laid out. But now you were talking about remembering, and because I was asking you, how do you get your downloads or what happens? And you said, well, basically I just start remembering, like code opens up. Is there anything specific to you that you're starting to remember, like what your role is, who you are, that type of thing, your purpose, mission?
Yes. Um, as far as my purpose and mission is, I know I'm supposed to be here, and I came in to be a healer, and so that's what my ultimate like mission here is, to be a healer and to really uh, bring forth the universal truth and knowledge that belongs to humanity. So those are my two main missions that I have just have come to just know, that it's just my inner knowing that that's what I came here to do. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much, and so that's why I do what I do. I'm just focusing on, uh, you know, activations, activating the light body. My main focus is, I think I'm going to eventually specialize in light body activation and blueprint uh, regeneration, or bioregenesis within the blueprint for the light body connection. Uh, so I am still building myself up for that and opening up the channels for that higher sensory perception ability to be able to do that. So that's why I haven't really stepped into doing personal group sessions yet, because I'm waiting to reach I am trying to reach a certain level of energy to be able to start focusing on really working with the light body um, yeah, blueprint. So that's going to be my main thing, is the light body blueprint, uh, like realignment sessions. So, and yeah, it'll probably start off with doing the light language, doing light language sessions. Start off doing that to really to help restore the subharmonics sound tones within the the blueprint, people's blueprint, because everything is sound and vibration. Um, the memory that we have lost, it equates to sound tones. So we really, what we've lost, and within the fall of energy or the fall of consciousness, has to do with missing sound tones. Those sound tones are the subharmonics. It's the subharmonics that are within our DNA. Um, they're embedded within our DNA template. So the more subharmonic of sound tones that we are able to restore, then then that equates to restoring memory, the memory that's been lost, uh, and that memory is connected to our ray of consciousness and our connection to source, and just the universal truth that is really needs to be, um, we that belongs to everyone. So yeah, um, that's pretty much my whole deal, my whole main um like why I'm here type thing. That's why I'm here. So to help restore, that's the balance that we are seeking. So I'm just here to help restore and the balance that we are all working towards to work in, to restore the balance and merging back into the oneness that we are, all of us are. So
Yeah. Right on. Right on. And somebody said, aren't we all healers? But talking to, listening to Romeo and talking to other people, I think certain people are going to have specific things to do during the next phase of this transition after whatever period we're talking about. But it sounds like the rest of this year as we go into 2020, and that's when it really starts to happen. I mean, that's what it feels like. I guess you're going to be like a doctor, basically. Like a cosmic doctor, right? So, and with you, okay, so with you, first of all, I just want to say we have a request from the audience, from the Gaia man, who's requesting that Rita and Brigitte and Morgan come on camera and at least show their face and say hello to everybody, but we won't twist their arm. But so for you, for Elfi, you spend years and years and years and years working with people one-on-one and, kind of breaking down energetic doors, holding space for people like us, for people like Romeo, people that came later. What do you, what do you, what do you feel like your role is going to be as we go into 2020 and these things, this expanded consciousness is going to really take hold on the earth? What do you feel like you're going to be doing, or do you know?
Well, I know everything will be go faster because our DNA is no more like she was. So she looks like now like a harp. The strings from the harp is like, yeah. And when Romeo connect to the DNA, before she has to go this way, but right now when he activate that, this goes straight. So this goes direct and the point, and so this works faster. And it is faster and bigger. So, and well, I think this is the whole thing. It's time that everything goes faster, bigger. So, and I think, well, this month will something come. I cannot talk right now because it's not 100% if they do that or this. So we will see how the light workers work, the energy workers work, how this comes together. And I hope that we have a big explosion and a big change. And so I cross the finger for all of us. Yeah, this is.
So let me just ask you this before we conclude everything. Is there anything that you might want to do? A blessing, affirmation. I don't know. Connecting with infinite intelligence or anything like that. Is there anything that you feel that resonates with you to do and share with us?
I will do. So how many people are there?
There's about 60.
Okay. So I don't need my hands. I do this. I connect direct. Okay. Okay. Done.
Done. And so it is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Romeo, is there anything you want to do? I know you're shy of the microphone. Is there anything you want to say or do? I'm not putting any pressure on you. Just
we can do this like a song or something.
yeah, we could do something. The only thing is I can't play any music. Well, we can try. We can try to play the music. We're gonna have to get the audience to see if they can help us. You can put those headphones in. Yeah. I tried this the other day because the broadcast software is not working. Huh? Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, I just want to go over here and let me see here. Hang on. We got it. We're going to work this out. Hang on. So let's try this. iPhone. All right.
I have a song I can play.
You got one?
I think I can do like that activation song.
Yeah, you could do that. You want me to? You want to play the music from?
The lyrics here. Yeah, I have the music here.
You can play the music with it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can pick it up. Yeah, let's do that. I might need to make you some room here. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna connect it?
Do you have the music on here?
Yeah.
Just flip it on. Just flip.
Just turn it on.
Yeah, just flip it on. I'll pick it up. Yeah. Sorry about that.
That'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have it up here, if you have it up in here, where's the speaker at? Probably on the side.
Down here.
Okay, then I would just have it. You're gonna be reading it, so like that would be
Yeah.
fine. I can pick it up. You have a strong voice, so cool. Sorry, it's not perfect, but that's the best way.
Okay. So this is a little activation song that I'm going to be putting out pretty soon.
Oh, this is illegal.
The choreographed on video as well.
Very cool.
You don't have like a speaker thing?
I do have one.
Connect with?
Yeah, I do. You want to hold this?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Very good idea. Talk to the peoples.
Okay, so what we're doing is just getting a little device, a speaker, to play with the audio, the music. So you can tell we weren't prepared for this. It was just totally spontaneous
Oh, yeah, this is really loud.
sharing.
I think if you set this on there, it'll play. Here, let's see. Here we go. I think that's how it'll work. All right, I can hear the sound here. Okay. We still got our. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So you set your phone on it.
Yeah.
I can hold it. If you set it on there, it'll play it.
Oh, it'll
Yeah.
plug in.
Actually, I think it turned it around. Yeah, so the speaker's that way. There you go. All right. So it should do it. Is it? Yeah. Here we go.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Speak.
Siobhan?
Yeah.
It's coming in good.
Very good.
Yeah, it's coming in real good. I got the stereo sound, so I can hear it.
Next level, eternal Christ spirit integrations. Bursting forth higher heart activations. Unity source codes from above. Spoken languages of pure love. Higher self-conscious of divine light. Soul family, reunification, shining bright. Quantum reset of liberation to inner freedom, activation. Direksu Vurshan Dalkan Delicate Yatsyan Delicate Yan Yarsyan Dan Ursunyan Delicate Yatsyan Delicate Yan Alka Delicate Ursu Yanhan Delicate Yadhan Delicate Yan Yarsan Delicate Ursu Yanhan Delicate Yersyan Delicate Nan Delicate Yan Esyan Ursu Yan Delicate Yan Esyan Ursu Yan Delicate Yan Yersyan Delicate Yanhan Delicate Yadhan Delicate Yaryan Delicate Yan Esyan Ursu Yan Delicate Yan Esyan Ursu Yan Delicate Yan Yalkan Delicate Ursu Yanhan Delicate Yarsan Delicate Yan. We are collectively transfiguring the new holographic reality imprint, restoring the cosmic divine blueprint, radiant starlight crystal vessel, unified 144 harmonic 12D temple, source embodied pure essence, creator God goddess omnipresence, awakening multidimensional identity, activating the abundance and prosperity. Yeresu Urchan Dalkan Delicate Yarchan Delicate Yan Yalchan Dan Delicate Ursu Urchan Delicate Yerisyan Dan Yalchan Delicate Yarisyan Ursu Yan Kan Delicate Dan Ursu Yan Delicate Yarisyan Dan Ursu Yan Delicate Yan Yan Delicate Yan Yarsan Delicate Yersu Urchan Delicate Yadhan Delicate Yan Yarsan Delicate Ursu Yadhan Delicate Yersan Delicate Nan Delicate Yan Delicate Yan Ursu Yan Delicate Yarsan Nan Delicate Yarsan Delica Delicate Yersu Urchan Delicate Yersu Yan. Intergalactic rainbow cosmic waves of the highest source energy, re-encrypted sound tones of the divine trinity, activating the vertical channel to the conscious mind, receiving the sacred vision of the absolute divine, entering the new harmonic density field, solar body expansion into the 0-point field. We are the Christ collectives of eternal love consciousness, guardians of truth sovereignty for the universal spiritual ascension of oneness.
That's it.
Dude, that was like the shift.
It's gonna be a lot better once it's.
No, man, that's totally cool. Yeah, I'm going to show you something when we get off here that you can do. We'll see if we can figure out how to facilitate or help you. Yeah, that's beast, man. Beast mode. Wow, man, this is really cool. This is what it's all about. Thank you, Romeo. Thank you, Elfi. You want to say anything? No.
No.
She has a few words. Romeo.
Thank you everyone for joining us, taking the time to really just, come into this to how we're just, what we're doing is just helping to elevate the unity consciousness. And so that's why we're here. So I really appreciate everyone's work, what they're doing. Everyone is doing the good work out there, and you know, all the light workers and the way showers out there, and the light, the galactic spiritual warriors out there. They're all doing the good work, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I honor you, and I'm here for everyone. I'm here for just, you know, with my unconditional love for everyone. And you know, we're all in this together, like I keep saying, because we're all one, you know. So because we're all source consciousness, you know. We're remembering that we are eternal, you know, in source consciousness. And you know, we all express each other. We all have our unique ways of expressing our source consciousness. So, and that's what makes, you know, everything, this whole world, you know, that's what makes the world beautiful. So I appreciate you. I love you. I love you all so much.
Right on. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Peace, power, protection. Big love to everybody. We'll see you soon. And I'm looking forward to future collaborations with Elfi and with Romeo, especially with the music thing. So he slayed it. It was cool. Elfi honoring us with her presence, sharing space with us and coming out for the first time. Yeah, man. And she's been, her and Rita have been absolutely incredible for Morgan and I. So we just want to say thank you for allowing the Soulogy journey to continue with your graciousness and hospitality. And this is how it happens, man. And then Romeo walks in the door and we have a huge activation for everybody. So peace out, everybody. Thanks a lot.